If I had to describe Gonzaga Prep in the shortest way, it'd probably be just transformation. Prep is a worthy cause to donate to or support just because of how they transform kids is crazy to me because especially as someone who is so closed off, I did everything I could to just like steer away from people. I thought that God didn't like me. I thought that even though I prayed, like my prayers weren't getting answered. So I began to be like spiteful towards the world. When I first came here, I met Miss Lee. I was with my 7th grade class at Cataldo, and I just sat in the back. I crossed my arms the whole time. I gave her attitude when she would ask questions, and she tried to be so friendly. She's like, "Oh, where are you from? And what are you interested in?" When it was just one-on-one time. And I'm like, "I'm from California." I didn't give her the light of day at all. And so when I came back in 8th grade, she saw me again and she's like, "Oh, Donnie." And I'm like, "What? She remembers me?" And you're like, "Yeah, obviously she remembers me. I was so mean." And I feel so bad now, especially now that I'm a sophomore ambassador. I'm working with her all the time. So 7th grade me never would have thought that I'd spend so much time with this wonderful woman who's changed the way that I interact with my peers in so many ways. It's just crazy to me that at first I was just so reluctant to interact with her and the people around me. I think the reason why I saw the world before in a more hateful lens was because I went through a lot of hard times when I was younger. My parents and I moved from house to house a lot, and I was lucky to have my grandma who took me in later on. But also, I lost a friend of mine when I was younger, and just seeing that or like all the bad things that kept happening to me and not seeing a future for myself, all I saw was just the negativity. My grandma is an amazing person. She is like Wonder Woman, I swear. She was in her, I think in her 60s when she took a 5-year-old in, but she was willing to do all that for me because of how much she loved me, and I'm just so lucky to have her. She was the main person who always told me like, "Oh, you're so negative. Like you need to see the good in things. And even if all these bad things have happened to you, like look at what you have." And I brushed it off immediately. I'm like, okay, but like it's I just didn't think too much of it. But now I think she's starting to realize just the extent of how much prep has changed me and just how much happier I am because I'm here. The teachers at Prep are some of the most genuine and caring people I've ever met. And what shifted it really for me was realizing that I wouldn't have these great things like getting the scholarship or meeting the friends that I have now if those bad things didn't happen. And I realized that thanks to Miss Mudd when I was in her religion class last year. What Miss Mudd said that really impacted me was that no matter what you have done and no matter what you do, that God will always love you. And at first I thought that was ridiculous because especially after thinking for so long that God didn't like me and that I wasn't deserving of so many things, like she really showed me that I was deserving and that I was loved no matter what. So prep helped me grow spiritually, but also academically because resources like the ASC that we have, that's really helped me learn that it's okay to ask for help. And I realized it most when Mr. Tomberry, he reached out and he said, like, "You're so smart, like you can do these things and you can accomplish your goal if you just keep reaching out to people, like doing things like this, asking for help." So the fact that he saw me willing to try and strengthen like my weak spots and show me that I have the potential kind of just really touched my heart because for the longest time I kind of just accepted the bare minimum because I didn't think that I was worthy of more than that. So the fact that someone else saw that I was worthy of something and that I was deserving just showed me that I actually do have the potential, and just because I have to work a little harder to get where I want to be doesn't mean that I'm unworthy of it.